So I noticed in one of my videos, I was telling you guys the different ways you could read A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett Johnson. Scarlett St. Clair. Look, I'm saying that wrong. And the way I told you, now the way I was saying at the end is right, but the way I said it at the beginning, I wasn't even paying attention to the way I had the books. So I don't want nobody to go off of that, so I want you to read it in the right order. So the first one is A Touch of Darkness. I'll make sure you read this one first, because this is first up now. I guess you could read A Game of Fate first, which is Hades version, but if you're going to read it in the one order, read this one first. This is the correct way. And then, after you finish Persephone's versions, go to this one, which is A Game of Fate, Hades version. So like I said, you could read those two together, which is what I was trying to explain in the last video. But when I said it, I kind of screwed up the first order of how you're supposed to read it, because I had the books just sat on my shelf, and I grabbed them and they were in the wrong order. So, after you read Hades' version, then we're going to go to this one, which is A Touch of Ruin, not A Touch of Malice. I think the order I had it was A Touch of Malice was out of order. So, the next one, don't go to A Touch of Malice first, because you're going to be missing a bunch of stuff. Touch of Ruin, Persephone's version again, we're back to her. Then, when we're done with A Touch of Ruin, we're going to go to this one, A Game of Retribution. So now we're back to Hades' version. So like I said, the timelines are the same. You don't have to read Hades' version. Why wouldn't you want to, though? Because, like I said, you learned who Hades is and why Hades becomes what Hades becomes, why Persephone becomes what Persephone becomes. You know, it's not just them two coming together, it's them two also growing. So you kind of want to learn both stories before you go. So I wouldn't just read Persephone's, or just read Hades. I'd read them both together. Like I said, the timelines are the same. So, yes, you'll be hearing the same stuff, but it's not all the same stuff. Okay? So, next one. Now we're into A Touch of Malice. So, this is going to be the third one in Persephone's order, or the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth one, and this order. So, now we're going to go to this one. So this one we're going to get a lot deeper into the story, but we still got another version of Hades. So after this one, then we come to A Game of Goth. As you see, this book is a lot thicker than the rest of them. So once you get to this one, and then we're going to have another one, The Touch of Chaos, which isn't out yet, but it is coming out, which is going to be back to Persephone's version, I'm assuming, or it might just be a mix of both. I haven't even got to this one yet, so I'm assuming, though, this is going to be Hades. And I told you, the story is not just about smut and all that. If you listen to the story, you're going to hear a whole lot more going on to it, rather than just paying attention to the quotient. So if you start paying attention to everything else, you'll hear the story, which is probably what we're going to get into this, the Game of the Gods. It's going to be, because you learn more of what's going on with Poseidon, Aphrodite, Zeus, all these. So we'll get there. I'll get there, and then I'm going to do a review on this. But I just didn't want you guys to read them in the wrong order. So that's the right order. Read it in that order. And then as soon as she puts that next one out, you got to get it. We got to finish the itself first. See you on the next one, guys. Peace, gals.